Alright, ebusuafo ma mentia na memmo kwaba enfamra channel iso ha eye nimde ni said that I shembo say update latest authentic no na etoya pono so ide nchiremu no ede ebremu no ebusuafo going into 2024 report bi abekan sa we breaking news report and abekan sa going into 2024 election no. The big question over my Ghana mo is why na Ghana for to abano the amano 32 years of Ghana's democracy, 32 years in NPP governed Ghana for 16 years and then NPP also 16 years, so 16 for NDC, 16 for NPP. And now going into the 2024 election will be a Ghana for a mano Akwenya. NDC is claiming as to how they left the economy and then 2016 move Abansana no city no and then sana sabre nyoma isi sabre nyoma form one chese nya asem get NPP on the other side and so chese they've performed well and so therefore they should be given the chance to continue their good works. Other political parties will be a candidate, but then the big question said in America no so at the end of the day why na Ghana for to apano de amano we wani chiremu ewo northern regional anwasem bi atimi asi na anwasem asi ene se nipa 481 omu nyina ye NDC for nipa 481 omu nyina no omu ye NDC for. Now as we speak ade say omu defect to NPP, they're in the northern region. We are talking about the northern region. Okupimo northern region. Nipa 481 NDC members, and not all of them are just members. They are some they are top gurus of the party. We better say some party, for so many years now they've all defected to the new patriotic party. Now, dying on my free NDC, omoba NPP amonoko ne mu. Abusafo sika kumwagene kokko mi enye brani enko. Na nchirimu ewo ho no de enti on free NDC aba NPP enye brani enko na yinkoti nchirimu no. But then before we go to listen to omu reasons and have omu nsem omu tujan. Mamuisa question we looking at the NPP government, it's been 7 years, going into 8 years. And they did to me, they said they should come and then they should direct the affairs of the country and then put things in order. Looking at the works of the party, do you think that they should be given a chance again to continue their good works, or as the NDC is claiming, the NPP didn't perform and so therefore they should be taken out and then NDC should come to continue the works they ended in 2016. Mami who adventure or commentation na nchirimu ho no NDC nipa 481 northern region maba NPP amonoko die nti o mafiri o party maba NPP enye brani anko na nchirimu ho no yenko gibi emra.
Voters of the NDC have decided to vote against the party for doing nothing to ameliorate their plight upon several appeals. After their induction into the NPP, spokesperson for the defectors, Matthias Agambiri, said it was time to support the new patriotic party for the enormous development projects in the electoral area to retain power for more development.
I've been a party member since 2000. I've been supporting NDC all my life because my dad was an NDC man. And we've done a lot for the party, but unfortunately the party actually failed us. So that made us, NPP came, we saw what Kufuor did for us. Kufuor came and gave us a number of school classroom blocks. He gave us, he constructed a bridge that actually saved us from actually being cut off anytime it rains. Now, that has happened. We don't have any problem again. There's a big river across Balloon which we used to struggle to cross. NPP came and constructed it and proposed regime. It collapsed. NDC refused to do it. NPP came and another they came and constructed that bridge again. Now we can ply that road throughout the year without any hindrance. Now we have a problem here. Now our school was congested since 2009. We appealed to the district assembly several times. They failed to provide us a classroom block for the children to be separated. We appealed immediately Nana came and appointed Ayimisa. We appealed to him. Currently that block is undergoing construction. that is the main reason why we felt that no, it is time for us to actually support a party that is development oriented.
The NPP parliament.
Look at it, the party is no more attractive. I mean, it's kind of vindictiveness, wickedness, and I mean, they say the Mayemubu resign another replica of the NDC, you know. General Mosquito came and endorsed it. Open the chairman, you know, he said all that happened. Remember, the president, I will sabotage UYM. That is what is happening in the NDC now. And I feel sorry for John Dramani Mahama. I feel so sorry for him, say, where he finds himself, you know. I mean, it's so bad.
Is he aware of what is going on?
Oh, also, no, his problem is he didn't pull a lot of people along.
Okay.
Into one pulling people along, no, he's now surrounded by people that they are using it as a pimps. You know, a pimp.
Yeah.
Oba no ho afa Ukrano. Now autonomous. Yes, so it is what they are using him, those surrounded, because share o movie. Look, we a leader now move, especially a political party. When you turn around and you don't see stakeholders, regional balance, certain people like AKASA, a shaky, you don't see them around you, you are moving alone. And anytime as a leader, all you get is yes sir, yeah, the okay and okay, you are moving alone. And that is why from 2016, ABC Nano, the NDC is not able to win election. Strikers, someone between me win election, no, they are not part of the equation. So what I say. And as a leader, you know, sometimes you have to wine and dine with your enemies. Because in politics, 1 + 1 ain't 2. 1 + 1 could be 10. So you have internal enemies, you have external enemies. And the internal enemies, those you left them behind. Okay? For instance, you want power, you are in opposition. Also, but you are going to run a thin government. Now, the question is, what define thin government? Who is going to get what? Now, whose resources should they use for you to come and run a thin government? You're in opposition. Yeah. So certain things, you don't talk about it. Because our predecessor and our opposition and our incumbents are 200. Even if you come and do 99. Okay? There must be jobs for the boys.
Yeah. You
must create jobs. So predecessor a 2 deputies. You can also make it 1, but you must find somebody who are 10,000 appointments to make as a president. We can pretend, you may pretend it to be ostriches, but in politics, 1 + 1 is never 2. Sometimes you can even call the opposition member, even incumbents. There are some you tell them, say, my brother, I will not touch you when I come to power. Because you know, some of them know our government is going, some knows we are retaining. In an election, people don't understand why some of us think, say, President Leonardo has been very intelligent. Well, you see, the last minute, you know why, you know.
Yeah.
So we need election, who the enemy there for, Nyansa for, the technocrats, now they are transition. You get a transition. They appoint. You don't look at books. You don't look at education. You look at votes, for more votes on the win election, no. Okay, then you have to reward them with appointments so that Ombeko fulfill the promises that they give.
Yeah.
Then heading towards election, then you bring people that put the interest of your party first, because party na wabai. It is not good performance or bad performance of a government or second term or first term. It is the structure of your party that gives birth to your government.
Okay.
Into government, no party na wabai no na one share by na. Okay, it is a umamia one here no obewu. So your first point of making sure, say, you hit the ground running is the type of chief of staff that you take. Unlike NDC, they brought in Bani. Excuse my language, say, the next door neighbors. Who doesn't know the structure, you know, has crash landed.
Yes. If you say, you're born in Diana, I'm disappointed in NDC.
Yes.
Me a fixed fact because I'm Pesagana and ye.
Yes.
You're John Dramani Mahama for 4 years.
Yes.
Unless there be a opportunity of a constitution in there.
Okay.
Being young man in himself 4 years no, free work from Beba. Mammy had the 70+. And the probability say John Dramani Mahama free work, a better Trabaman and Niho. Near better Trabaman and Crown, so why am I? Until I was expecting, say, the new face be better John, said a bear of free work, what on way that, and easy. They say, in no calculation, said John Dramani Mahama in Timia win election we year. It will take NDC another 8 years to prepare somebody. So we know the next 4 years, it seems say definitely NDC co-position. Minim say this was my experience party. Okay, what Froze say?
Yeah, but
experience party. Nim so munim kwa fa so we ni aba nti bi se bia omunim de omoye nti omode ma me because o tie ground on so a from for nankasa they are not happy with this woman. Was John Dramani Mahama was he under duress? No, they appointed my man saying what happened.
When it comes to John Dramani Mahama appointing Yamame, look, Yamame Jane, very intelligent.
Serious.
Very beautiful.
Intelligent.
Looking at her age, no crano, her strength and everything. But onone John Dramani, omunyina am position omu hiye.
Okay.
Oba first time no, I was saying omu immediately now, the rejection. Even John Dramani Mahama's loss was internal, not external.
How?
Look, the year 2000, there was a problem between Jerry and Obed and Co. So they broke away and took 1% away. That is how President Kufuor won. So when President Kufuor won, still Jerry did not reconcile with Obed no money, Gusita no money, what have you know. So 2004, they lost again. Then Atamils in his own wisdom, Kokwa knew what he say. Of Fred Obed mo ebun kotojo, not when I mean back went on his knees, that held Obed's leg, Samisramo, Monsamra, and that is where Habit Zedin and Co came, and then they brought the 1% and he was able to win 2008. Now President John Dramani Mahama, Enya Akonyano. I remember there was Bitzedin was a minister, Rojo was a deputy minister of health. It was an agreement. So he also did his own team. So they were all left behind. So Rojo didn't have no job. Okay, at a point that his health. So such a person, okay, allegation of Ampofo, former chairman, said your friend said John Dramani Mahama sponsored Dana Budakwe against him. And he was also able to pull through. So the beef was you do me, I do you in the NDC. And don't also forget, say, Atamils went NDC in opposition and fight the same candidate encore election in opposition. They always change. Why they change in the wisdom is that there will be regional balance. And as you change, you know, others will not feel peace because there is intention, say, everybody do me so.
Yeah,
let's all work. Yes. And don't forget, say, the entire Tamils, another school of thought, and they say, no biana compulsory contest election so be win unimsa won't win like some of us we know will not win but we'll be part of the equation.
Okay, our
voice will be heard, we'll be pulling others along. You can choose to go left or right with your people, and then you get what I'm trying to say. So your leader near your presidential candidate, you have a responsibility and knowing say how do I pull everybody along. So not John Dramani Mahama no he had jumped the line because out of others. So how do you pull the rest along? So you're choosing your running mate should be more strategic, pulling somebody who can pull others along. So bringing the woman, you should have had some kind of, in politics, you cut deals. As a leader, you move to certain people's houses, either in the morning and have breakfast with them, or in the evening you meet them when they are having dinners with their family. When you cut your deal and leave, your wife, that's how you marry our women, will tell my husband, this man has come to your house. Whatever bad intentions, forgive him. And in politics, we forgive each other in public. We can, that is not for, the most wicked people is we politicians.
Really?
Yes. If you want people that are very wicked, we don't know. We smile behind it, you dance in fire.
Why do you say that?
Because every politician has his interests. At the end of the day, it's what you take home.
So your interest is not about the masses?
No. It's what you take home. What you take home means how much resources you can take. And you say,
okay.
And the party was formed in the Royals in America can normally take NPP meboa. They can tame Alan. When the Royals call him party na area yempe nungwase e wom se wo ye adwuma afavor NDC for NPP in co-opposition be be kan nyina o crowd NPP na NDC na ma o crowd e na o nante no pe baby tena ye be kan asem no e chiri e de wasan aba nti Alan chena baby.
But is that the case?
I'm just telling you, say if that happens, then if they need a woman,
they may because say Alan NDC na man.
Yeah, the crowd, I will defeat Alan. As for Alan, I mean, yes, I will defeat him.
Crowd need na chini NDC.
Yes. This political game is very, that's why I tell you 1+1, you know, politics na bunso okrane ekura ADD together. So it's you know. So all I'm trying to tell you is say, then if you look at female, That is where Frema
Opare.
That's her name, right? Frema Opare.
Chief of Staff.
Yes, I admire her afar. The only chief of staff what me call 2 times as Oba in the history of our country. The only chief of staff over winning election, chief of staff, you're very, very strategic, very important.
Wow.
Unlike when NDC brought in Prosper Bani, the biggest mistake John Dramani Mahama made. By the time Julius Debra came, your friend said the ship, only chief of staff, when all cracking the whip behind the minister, no year Juma, national security, when all provided through Honor Sikabo operations, with national security, they said, also more paving way.
That's a chief of staff. Oh, yeah,
very powerful. Very powerful. And then chief of staff is your responsibility, say, what you mean making sure as a president in the weaknesses. Chief of staff is powerful than a vice president. Says Sikaba, whatever expenditure, daily expenditure for government, it comes to the chief of staff's office, not president, daily, not vice, but there were special people they are more powerful than even chief of staff and then the president. That's where Gabi Ochi and Co comes in. And that's where Professor Tamil you have Kweku and Yedoho.
Okay.
What you say? Okay. So when those people fail you, you lose an election. So so that's why Mame Fremano, she under her leadership, her as a woman, and I think she's also an Ashanti woman. So some bar, and I can tell you, say, when it comes to experience, political language, political strategy, political jargons, Frema stands taller than Mame Jane. Experience.
Would you advise your brother to
she's a member of parliament?
Would you advise your brother to be Frema Opare?
I think, say, Mrs. Opebema Napo stands taller because Okobebia Napo has been able to build
an education
himself.
Minister.
That's education minister is very good. I respect him a lot, but how has he marketed himself? He's in Accra here. Have you seen him in Tamale? Going to visit some local schools, being a team player in the Muslim community, being accessible, being out there in the media, even talking someone to Abanama NPP. Has he been? He's a big man. Has he been to this studio to champion NPP's cause? Someone to Abanama NPP, no NPP, because I'm just being real with you.
Yeah.
Our press conference, AKASA, NDC for Omudin Sehuni, they cannot win election, but he's good at his job. Some people are good in the kitchen, but they cannot be waitress. Some people are good in doing sushi, but they cannot do akwele. Some people are very good in cooking, but are they going to serve? It's like having a wife. Is she able to receive visitors behind you? Is she able to manage your family behind you? Is she able to make sure, say, your weakness, you can cry on him, on her, to give you good advice to let go? Any woman that tells, go and fight Kobon, shit, I'm sorry, forgive me. It means it's not the kind of wife that you go far. She would say, my husband is okay. You let go. That's why God gives women the wisdom. What they done for 10 before she can point and tell you what done for. Onye. And I went here. Exactly that what will happen to you. It's a gift for every woman. So I think, say, yes, education minister is very intelligent. I love him the way he has built our educational system, what have you. But as to being a politician, being